So the scent is sweet olive leaf, which is actually the kind of tree that they planted in the Garden District in New Orleans, back when it was the butcher district and they would discard animal carcasses on the waterfront. And when it would get hot, that smell would come through the whole Garden District. So all the people living there started planting sweet olive to change the scent, and it worked. So people are used to walking into a gym and smelling rubber or sweat or just nothing good. And they're not going to walk in here and have that experience. They're going to walk in here and notice something different.
Drink it.
I like that.
You like it?
I think so.
I wanted to double check before I ordered like a year's supply.
I think so.
So
Have you smelled it? Have you smelled it?
Yes. Oh no, I haven't smelled it. Oh, I like that. It
What's the
smells
camera smell?
clean and fresh.
Oh. Right? November 21st, we are not open. My bet was November 15th or 14th. I was wrong. It was October 1st was when we were told we might be able to get in. I knew that was a crazy talk, but I was braced for November 15th as a worst case scenario, and here we are.
December 1st.
December 1st.
That's what you said.
Oh, well, I said a lot of things.
Yes, and I saw it online. It's got to be true.
Yeah. We'll have workouts in here December 1st. That is I want workouts in here December 1st.
Yeah.
Well,
Put it into the universe.
Today's the 21st, so that means
9 days.
I mean, we're losing the 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th. So Monday, Tuesday.
We're losing it.
Yeah, we should be.
I'm not cooking.
We need workouts in here on Thursday of the week of next week. Yes.
Lockers are coming tomorrow, so
are logos.
so logos and lockers are coming. What else do we need?
We're done.
We will. Someone to put the equipment up.
This is not what I thought it was going to be, but I like it more than what I thought it was going to be. Are they going to put a face on this?
Yes.
Okay.
That's going to get the same.
Carpets down. There's two lights. Carpets down. Walls got a texture to them. Right. We just got to make sure that they're nice and pinned to the side.
Yeah.
I know you're on that. But I love like the metal trim around the doors. It's like those little details makes it a different place. Is this the finish it's gonna have?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got okay, that's cool. Nice. I like that it's a nice big sink.
Yes.
That's smart. All right, so the matting is down. TVs are starting to go in. So none of them are done. The baseboards, we originally were gonna go with that blue.
Right.
And then we changed our mind. So instead of blue, it's going to be this brown. We changed the lights, every light that we had put in, we decided we're gonna take those out and we're gonna do it all over again. Is we gotta just pull these in. Just need areas that are really, really ugly to be not noticeable. It is gonna be chic. It's gonna be fun to clean this place. Yeah, we're almost done. I mean, prepping for our staff development meeting. We have some stuff written on the back of the board. Our goal today is to be able to have a meaningful conversation about when functional fitness becomes dysfunctional and therefore impractical for the pursuit of just doing something in the gym. One of the things that I hold as a strong assumption of mine is that we went from a world where there was a bunch of selectorized equipment in these big gyms and some free weights. And most of the free weights were used for bodybuilding. And most of the people who wanted something other than to be a bodybuilder were doing things like step aerobics and group class. And then brands like CrossFit came into the marketplace and radically evolved in a very positive way what could happen in a fitness environment. But then stopped evolving. And so I think that what happened was we took exercises that were typically used for bodybuilders, powerlifters, and athletes. We gave them to the world. The world got better results than they ever got before, and that was great. And then we failed to continue to look at, okay, now that we've gotten this far, how do we avoid these movements becoming the selectorized equipment of the future? And be more practical for people. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Including specific activities when applied specifically. This part we actually added. So I would actually argue that a squat, for somebody who can't squat at all, is a functional exercise. The question is, when does it stop being functional? Right? Like when do we no longer need to keep building that strength in that exercise, right? Impractical when the intensity with which somebody tries to do them is greater than how it applies to their life, with some reserve, right? So simple math things like, I think if you can back squat your body weight plus 10%, you can back squat enough. If you can deadlift your body weight plus 35%, you can deadlift enough. Right? I don't see anybody walking around picking up 200-pound couches by themselves with a symmetrical loading. I just don't see it happening. One of the reasons why we choose a piece of equipment like a landmine, why we choose dumbbells and sandbags and cables over barbells, pull-up rigs, squat racks, a lot of upper plates, is because one of the beliefs that we have is that fitness evolved from selectorized machines and free weights for bodybuilders to what now looks like functional training, which is your F45, your CrossFit, your Fit Body Bootcamp, all of those, right? And then there has been no evolution from there. So it was like, well, this stuff is all way better than sitting down and doing this for 8 sets of 4 or 4 sets of 8, right? But we didn't get to what we believe is the best version of what exists for anybody. So now to evolve it, we're looking at things that better express these 3 rules.
Dr. Sean started talking a lot about the difference between forward versus vertical loading. And I think it's a really important concept to understand because in the fitness industry in general, many of the most popular exercises that people have been doing for a very, very long time are loaded vertically. Many of them are up-down, okay? I want to talk about the difference between these two. In order to talk about that, we're going to talk about what the human body's built to do. So, all creatures that move around have one of their primary functions of their bodies as moving around space. Why do animals need to move around? Why do we need to move around?
Hunt, survive.
That's it. We need to not die today, and we need to get food. That's the whole thing. Primary function for this thing, what it's built for, is to walk and run around and do whatever the hell we need to not die and to get food. Most of it is, how do we do this? If we understand that as primary, we can start to understand, well, let's be good at that, right? How do we start to become good at that? What about a thruster makes you better at that? What about a thruster makes you better at moving forward?
Maybe strengthens the front of your core, but that's about it.
Okay, I can find a few things that it might do, right? Like it'll get at your glutes and your quads. We need to be able to use those muscles. But moving around doesn't look like that. So this is what we want to start to think about. It's functional insofar as it gets you to go down and up with a weight. Is it practical for what you want to be able and need to do most of the time? Make sense? Okay. A very, very easy way to think about the difference between vertical loading and horizontal loading is just literally where's the resistance coming from? Practicing rotating his upper body and working opposite arms. There's a pull, there's a push. Let's just go for 8 presses here. So we can now start to look up for me. So we can now start to just use these basic principles of, okay, his upper body's gonna turn, one arm's pushing, one arm's pull. Let's say, thank you. Let's say you have someone that needs to be better at rotating. This is a great way to start loading your shoulder. Can you pick this up again? This is a great way to start loading your shoulder. And I want someone here to tell me, what direction is the load going? Where's the force going relative to Justin's body? Do 5 presses.
Forward.
What do you mean by forward?
Family.
Yes, but that's really important to understand, right? Because if I give Justin a dumbbell right now and have him do 8 presses, where's the load going? Did you say up? Mm-hmm. He's working against an up-down force. Here, he's working against the forward-back force of your left foot and your left hip, and you're gonna press here. Let's do 8 reps. What's the difference between this one and the last one?
More dynamic.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
There's a lot more moving parts.
Mm-hmm.
It's more explosive.
Mm-hmm. Even if he doesn't make it explosive, what else is the difference besides the number of moving parts? More or less range of motion than the one before.
More.
Okay. What's the difference in how his abs have to work for this one compared to just the staggered stance one?
Way more.
Why? Where's the weight now?
Right foot.
You guys follow that? He has to transfer his weight now. Okay.